Audio Jungle.
Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. My name is Nurul Najbah Binti Naim.
Assalamualaikum and selamat sejahtera. My name is Muhamad Zulfakry bin Tarwei.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhamad Nur Akmal Ugzhali. Today, I will explain to you about the intellectual property nature and characteristic.
Introduction. Intellectual property may be a term inferring side of judgment aptitude for which a amazing arrangement of action allocate to design priority by law. A handful essential stuff of mental property right are copyright, patent, trademark, and trade secret. Intellectual property rights are themselves chasing a property called irrelevant property. History of intellectual property (IP). In 1769, when the Czech-Convict without month-of-month audit utilized the expression month-of-month audit is Germany newspaper. In 1888, the essential absent from present day utilized written as ahead. A plan when utilized a heading title combination and the piece. In mid-80s, the possible around the world security of intellectual property or mental property right caused among authority bodies. When the tradition extend out copyright security, composed revelation in 1886. In 1893, the definitions Secretariat set up the Paris tradition 1883 and the Berlin tradition 1886 focalized. Type of intellectual property. There are 4 types: patent, trademark, copyright, and trade secret. Patent means the object is utilized to anticipate develop, be made, sold, or utilized by another party without the authorized. There are 3 distinct categories of patent: utility, plan, and plans. The utility patent obviously secure the creation of modern or progress item handle and comprised of matter or machine that valuable. A plan patent insecure the fancy plan on a valuable thing. A plans patent obvious secure unused sort of plan delivered by cutting another non-sexual implies. Copyright the natural thought and cover, subtle shape of manuscription and unique word. For illustration, craftsmanship, structure and drawing in that program code. The copyright also select, offer, distribute or duplicate any scholar such article, journal, melodic or for music, sessional, artistic for the originality or engineering work made by the creator. Trademark. A trademark may be particular sign which permit customer to effortlessly recognize the product or administration that company given. Different with patent, trademark owner can make a purchase of trademark copy purchase, buy or sold the trademark they are created. A trademark can become a sheet of content and express image, sound and scene or color plot. For example, the famous trademark that we used to know is KFC symbol, McD symbol, Starbucks symbol, or Nike or Adidas. A trademark can secure a set cost of item estimation rather than pay one item or prepare. Trademark secret. Trademark secret meaning exchange privilege inside the fact of a trade. They exclusive framework, equity technique or another data that are confidential or secret that only some people know in this company or business, and is not employed for commercial utilized by another. This means not everyone can access the trade secret. Only Some people that are in higher position can only access the trade secret. Typically, a basic frame of security that can help business to pick up a competitive advantage. That means the trade secret sometimes being used to competitive advantage in business.
Firstly, trade from inside an employee. The biggest and most common intellectual property trade comes from people within the organization of the lab. The loss caused by this trade insider are due to the factor of the individual involved who are careless in performing the given task. The cause the company IP to be lost and sometimes damaged. However, most cases of theft of intellectual property by employee are motivated by malicious intent. These people use IT to steal intellectual property from organization to take it to their next job or bring trade secret to company competitor. As we all know, many incidents occur when an employee believes that he or she has been treated unfairly after the incident of changing course for the company. According to study, 65% of inside who steal company file have received offer from outside competitor, and almost all of them are men, which is 94%. Next is the trade on the internet. The internet is one of the world number one communication network or platform across all locations. That this leads to an increase in the number of business that use and inevitably through the internet. These are witness where this internet method can expose the intellectual property of companies or organizations to theft and abuse. It also can make easy for outsiders to initiate or copy product or trademark easily and without hesitation because no one will know it is taken. For example, we can tell is a person make a copyright of information or patent produced by other company and making it its own product. In the opinion of some individual, intellectual property should be eliminated because it damages competition and the economy. They agree that it's very appropriate for people to steal music and movie as well as book and discoveries. This is also a defense against piracy and the federal government disagree with it. Okay, threat from hacker. Nowadays, there are more and more computer hackers who use various tools to steal intellectual property from a distance. This is cause various problems to arise when a person's intellectual rights are taken and used at will. They do not care about the consequence ranging from robbing their creator or breadwinner to damaging the company and reputation. This threat can damage the reputation of the organization because their information or copyright is taken by irresponsible people. Most of these hackers are found to be young people who only aim to prove that they can hack and so on.
Okay, next we go to the point how to protect intellectual property. There are 4 ways to protect the intellectual property. The first one is register business name, product and domain. The second one is create confidentiality contract without information or license for employees and partners. The third one is registering for copyright, trademark and patent. And the last one is avoid joint ownership. The first way to protect intellectual property is register business name, product and domain. To start a business with your IP, you will need to legally register it with the registration company. By taking this step, you can protect the interests, identities, product or domain name associated with your creation. This will prove to be valuable if you face the legal issue in court. The second step to protect the intellectual property is create confidentiality contract without information license for employees and partners. There is important information about your business that should be protected from leaks to the public. Confidentiality agreement that must be completed by attorneys bound employees request to keep that what they know confidential, otherwise they will be legally responsible for any leak. Third step to protect the intellectual property is registering for copyright, trademark, and patent. Copyright, trademark, and patent are the three most common types of IP protection. These will give you exclusive right to your creation, especially in relation to the commercial benefit of their use. The last step to protect intellectual property is avoid joint ownership. Share ownership by granting copyright, trademark, or patent control to more than one party should be avoided. This is because with this word, every owner can copy, recreate, distribute, or use whatever they want to do with the IP without consulting with other owners. As a result, businesses run the risk of exploiting the IP right in joint ownership. It is better for an entity to maintain IP ownership even if the product is collaborative effort.